Preventing or removing fishing line twists is the topic of this week's CCX Sports Ice Fishing Tip. Here's Terry Tuma.
Line coiling, in other words, the memory of the line that comes off your spinning reel, is a big factor in the wintertime. Well, any time of the year we're fishing. But the biggest reason when you have this big coil, this bird nest, if you will, with line memory, is that you're not able to feel your lure. You got to feel your lure, and then you got to feel the fish biting. It's going to be many times just an extremely light bite, and if you got coiling, you're not going to be able to feel it. You're not going to be able to feel your lure and what it's doing. So that's a big factor. Then if you're using a spring bobber, that line coiling many times can twist around that spring itself too. Another big issue in the wintertime. And to avoid the line coiling, first of all, always replace your line at the beginning of the season. Right now, in fact. Then number two is do not overfill, which we don't have to do in the wintertime. Just put enough on. You know, we're not fishing 500 yards or 300 yards. We're fishing just a few feet under most conditions, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. And then two is make sure that the line goes on tight. That's also a major factor. Another is that if a fish is running after you set the hook, then do not reel in. Leave it run and then start to bring it in. When you're talking about setting the hook, this is where rod sensitivity again is such a big factor. Set it hard. The other that I should mention is too, what I generally will do is I'll have a line spooning station, have it come off one way. I'll make a couple of wraps or a couple of turns of the reel handle and see if it's coiling. If it is coiling, then I'll take that line spool, the filler spool, and turn it so it's the opposite direction. So that's really, I don't think there's really a regular formula for off and on. It just watch what we're doing and then we'll reduce that line coil. You do need to not have line coils when you're out ice fishing. Be sure to tune next week for another tip. Hey, take a kid fishing this week.